Thank you
little
very much. And I have my
Kitty cat.
Jim Hurst came by the other day
Oh,
and visited. He and I used to work with Betty.
Oh, my
Well, it was the same time that pen was given to me, March 9th, when it was local.
Got my pen in my desk and I got my little belly.
Y'all need to come on the Sapulpa
Let me just walk in
field
right quick.
session to see all this cool stuff.
Now, Daddy made the tile and set the tile on the fireplace.
Really?
The fireplace grew perfectly after Dad was through with it. What Bruce Goff did, and he was known for this, is take the personality of the individual and build a home around that personality. Where he had the advantage here, he had two artists in pottery building a pottery home, and they could relate to each other. Plus, Mom and Dad had been dreaming of this since they first got married in 1928. Of the wide open spaces, see these doors will slide to the side.
Oh, wow.
The whole house can be made into one room, a smile. Mother didn't do a lot of entertaining because they worked 6 days a week in church on Sunday mornings, but she'd have buffet, set up card tables in the bedroom with different colored pottery. And when you got your plates, you found the card table with matched your plate. And that way they would social. Usually it was annual sales meetings, guys that went all over the place selling for it. She didn't want a den. She wanted to live in her living room. But the concept of wide openness, the outside flowing in, likewise the inside flowing out. The same tile is used right here in the middle of the house. You must sit down in here to get
I will.
a feeling for it, both of you. I didn't even get your names, and we'll talk about that later. You must find the book, though. And I'm sorry that don't get that tear. Oh, well, what the heck. It's been up there 55 years, so, you know, there's going to be a tear. My friend tried to hang something.
Yeah, how would you get up there?
Well, I've been on my hands and knees putting that up there and taking it down to worship many times. Because I lived right here in Sapulpa always. But see, that's on the back of the house and the front of the house. So it pulls the outside and the inside back and forth. See this little glass right there between the brick and the tile? It's kind of a peak. Daddy put those in every once in a while. The tile didn't quite match. He could have cut the tile and made it go all the way, but this way, kind of a sneaky. He laughed about that. And when people came in, they just sit all around on these steps and around the fireplace. But the fireplace did draw, and Daddy would bring in a great big Yule log at Christmas time. But after my dad died, Mother couldn't handle the logs. And besides that, wood burning wasn't very interesting to my mother. She was born on Indian Territory. And so she cooked and done all that she wanted with wood fire, where my father was originally in Chicago. He graduated in Chicago Art Institute and came down to Oklahoma to set up the ceramic department at OU. So he was used to coal burning, and wood to him and the wonderful outdoors of Oklahoma, he was in heaven. And he got into gardening and growing grapes down. We call that lower part Daddy's bottom. And they say, how can you keep birds away from your grapes? And I said, He says, I just grow enough for both of us.
When was this built?
1950. They started in 55 and finished. They moved in right at the first of 1957, January of 57. But when they moved in, the carpets were just down. They weren't tacked down. The walls were up. I brought a boyfriend home from school, and we had to lean up some plywood so we could have the bedroom. This is the pool, which hasn't been filled now for some 10 years. But our friend who wanted to swim in it this summer, along with her son, filled it this year, just got it filled. And I'm just so excited to see it filled again.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Financially, Donna and I just didn't have it. You know, we're just on Social Security, and this house does require
I'm sure.
a lot of money.
Kitty. Hello,
Hey,
kitty.
my name's Kelly.
Hi, Callie. You're beautiful.
Because I think I had 3 or 4 fathers, but
Yeah.
the local shelter brought it by one day and says, we've had to take this kitten. This is the second time we've euthanized and we can't do it. Will you take it?
Of course.
And with the trees the way it is, you're totally cantilevered out there, see?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I hope that you'll let the Chamber of Commerce know that this is a very good drawing for you, since that paper came
You know that's staying in.
Sunday. We started 2 days after that paper came out. We have had a minimum of 2 tours, 3 We spent an hour and a half
Giving you details, like Daddy, how did he use the chairs, how the tree got too big for the hole, how it died, different pieces of what, all the first impressions, he would put 2 honey from honey. Well, we have some of those in there for mothers. 2 honey, his honey, from her honey.
Oh.
So we have stories that go on forever and a day, and so we can just take to, but the 2nd of July is the first time there's open date.
Is that right?
And
Well,
we
you got us
didn't-
down for October, right? Okay.
No.
Oh, you need to
said
give
I'll
us-
be talking to you
Oh.
about an October
October
date.
22nd. That's Wednesday.
Wonderful daisies. A few things didn't get hailed and drowned,
Oh, my goodness.
but this will give you a quick idea.
Okay.
And then the kitchen is wide open, and they say that's the real big thing these days. And of course, we don't. This is monkey podwood from Hawaii. Monkey podwood usually doesn't get that large.
I love your
And
vent. That's great.
as you can see, some of this pottery is not Frankoma. There's a black piece of Wedgwood, there's Roseville. Potters appreciate other pottery. They appreciate how they use their clay. How they use their clay. It's just like how God uses us. We're all made out of the same thing. What are you going to do with what you have? And things like Daddy said he made this originally in copper and blue for Mother's hair in her eyes. And I really, I'm gonna rush you through this. I told you.
That's
This is a guest bathroom. I want to spend some time with these ladies.
Well, no, you need to spend some time with these.
This is my bedroom. There's always a mess, but I'm trying to keep the rest of the house straight. All I do is sleep in the computer.
Oh, how cool.
But when you open them up, you still have open area here. And if you want privacy, you go to a motel. This is 1 bath. You can go ahead and step in.
Wow, look at all that.
And we go into how it comes in, the type of joints and everything. And some of these paintings, these are Oklahoma painters.
They're all pottery.
Blue Eagle. Mother and
Wow.
Dad.
What is this? This is not Oklahoma.
No, that's India. Daddy, anytime we went anywhere and he was in India there, would want to throw on their wheel. And we have a picture, we just got to get it out and get it framed. There's not enough hours in the day for us to keep up with what we need to do. We've got a picture of Dad throwing on this man's wheel. Two. One of them he's trying to get, he's on one knee, and the other he's trying to do it this way, and he's a pretty good-sized man. As you can see there. Now this is Donna's, this was the master bedroom. Yes, I know the door's closed. But right here you can really feel the tile and how the outside flows back. Okay, let's go on chatting. Okay. Is that enough of a walkthrough to be impressed?
That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're more than
Oh,
welcome.
we just here.